Modern collectible coins, difficult market right now. There is a very big lull. There is difficulty in making profit and even retaining value on coins like these. So in today's video, I want to talk about the state of the modern collectible coin market and where I think things will go, and most importantly, why I am not worried at all about the coins that I have and continue to buy right now. Everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a very warm welcome to you all joining me for another precious metal ramble. Now today I want to talk about the observable lull in the market for modern collectible coins. Anything from proof coins, graded coins, to collectible premium bullion coins are struggling. Pretty much anything with a big premium from the RRP is struggling right now, and it is difficult to know how to react to that if you have a bunch of premium coins like these proof graded coins in your collection. So I want to share my thoughts and opinions on the market, some of the reasons why I think things are tough right now for this particular type of coin, and also my thoughts on where things might go into the future. Now, of course, today's video is just opinion. I am not sharing financial advice. Please do bear that in mind. And your opinion might differ from mine, so please feel free to comment down below with your thoughts and opinions, and we can have a fun, healthy debate in that comment section. And if you're enjoying our content, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It really does help everything that we do here on our channel. So, modern collectible coins, they are definitely struggling right now. There is a big lull in the market, and it's come at a time when there is quite a lot of requirement for some people to sell coins like this. So, cost of living, that's pretty much, number one reason why there are struggles right now in these types of markets. And I feel that that cost of living crisis that we've seen over the last couple of, well, quite frankly, nearly a year now. I was going to say months, but it's really been going on for a very long time. It will still continue to bite a lot of people for quite a considerable time going forwards. It's kind of simple economics, really. If you have got the demand for something, if there is demand and there is low supply, then the price goes up. If there is high supply and low demand, the price goes down. So the big thing here is I am not massively worried about things like these Queen's Beast coins having hard times right now. We've seen them at much higher prices in recent history, post-COVID, before kind of inflation really reared its ugly head. There was this big drive towards coins like this, and myself included. I took a lot of my precious metals budgets and put them into proof coins rather than into bullion products. I felt that there was more value, certainly when premiums on bullion was just through the roof. I felt there was more value and less generalized risk than putting a bunch of money into a high premium bullion product than into a high premium proof product. Now, of course, right now, sitting on a bunch of proof coins, it can be quite difficult to stomach that some of these coins are very much not making any money at all. Whereas if you had got some of the bullion, it could potentially be quite profitable right now. That said, I'm not overly concerned. As I said, it boils down, in my opinion, to kind of simple economics, the supply and demand. Right now, there is not a huge demand for coins like this. A lot of the collectors that were interested in coins like the Queen's Beast series, for example, got what they wanted when they got them, and when times were good as well. Now, of course, they're not really that interested in getting them. There are people who, of course, are feeling the crunch of their own financial circumstances and are therefore not able to splash that disposable income around quite as much. So it's very difficult to really sell at the right price right now when it comes to these coins. That certainly doesn't stop a lot of people from trying, and I get inquiries all the time through my bullion selling service of people wanting to look to sell proof coins. And when I come back to them and say, well, first of all, my service is not really suited for that, because we have a bunch of buyers who are just plainly looking for the best priced bullion that they possibly can. And also the fact that the markets right now are really not where they used to be. I can't sell them, certainly at RRPs or more. And it is funny that people... So here's the thing about proof coins and collectibles. Markets and premiums go up and down. It's really important to remember that. I've been in this game long enough to have seen cycles where things are hot and then things are not, and then things become hot again, and it will just have to take a little bit of time to ride out these market pressures that we're seeing right now for coins like this. So that said, there are exceptions to the rules right now. I don't want people to sort of go away thinking from this that all proof coins are completely, ridiculous and shouldn't be bought. Certainly proof coins should be bought with caution. You shouldn't rush into the purchases that you make on proof coins, because you will, trust me, have to hold them for a significant amount of time right now. But I do feel that at some point, I don't know when, because we're in a crazy world right now, but at some point there will be a shift back towards this more collectible market, and that is when you will see a little bit of growth in those coins. Now, even though some are not great right now, there are some that are. And it is interesting, I think. And this is telling why I think that there is still hope for proof coins. So I haven't got any of them out here on the table, but there are a lot of new proof coins that come out from the raw mint almost on a sort of weekly basis, it seems, right now. And it is very difficult to pick the right coins to get, the ones that will be really good. Generally speaking, though, most of the coins that are coming out from the Royal Mint right now, you won't necessarily make money on. And that's pretty much genuinely true. There are a few exceptions that we've seen in the last 18 months from the Proof Sovereign collections. Those are doing very well. So what I guess I'm trying to say here in my tangential rambling kind of way is that if you make the right choices and you get the right kind of coins, that there is still a market for those coins. But for all of these other fad type coins that are out there, like the Star Wars 50p proofs and various other types, I mean, there's just countless ones that come out from the Raw Mint. Just avoid them. If you really like them and you want to get them, fine, do that. I'm not going to say that you should not. But have a consideration that you actually might be able to pick these coins up cheaper than directly from the Raw Mint at things like coin auctions, eBay even. There are definitely going to be places that you can get those kind of coins at best prices other than places like the Raw Mint directly. Or even dealers that offer slightly discounted prices from RRP. You'll get them even cheaper at places like auctions right now. I've seen and in fact sold proof coins for just above spot price in recent times. I've had people get in touch with me who are facing that crunch. They're facing that cost of living squeeze, and they were in on a particular coin, for £2,500 from the Raw Mint, 1 ounce gold proof, and they had to sell it for £1,500, £1,600. It's hard, and I don't like doing that. And I often say to people when they come to me and they want to sell a coin at that kind of level of loss, I say, can you not hold it? Is there no way that you can hold it for a longer period of time? I think it will get better prices and value in the future. And a lot of people just, they want out. So difficult, really difficult. Now, the second part of this video I want to talk about is grading. I got these graded versions out for a reason. So grading is a really difficult one and a really weird one. A lot of people feel that part of the reason that modern coins and proof coins from raw mints and other mints, not just raw mint, are struggling right now is because this kind of quest for the perfect coin is out there, and a lot of people don't want to buy directly from places like the Raw Mint because they might just get a bit of garbage. Whereas if they just wait and they buy some of what they think and view to be the perfect coins, the PF70, and I think it's really annoying, isn't it, that the PF stands for proof, but it also is like perfect. That's, I think it's like a misnomer that's unintentionally bad. This idea that you have to spend stupid amount of money on a perfect version of a coin in a PF70 is, in my opinion, a little bit disingenuous, and it's also very kind of risky. It builds a lot of hype, it builds a lot of hysteria, and it can build a lot of sort of fear-mongering, really, of not being able to get these coins anywhere else. Unfortunately, that then drives up a lot of those premiums on these coins, and then people are stuck with them, stuck at those ridiculous high prices. Hype, hysteria, those kind of things happen all the time with graded coins, with collectible coins. What we've seen in recent history with the the Great Engravers series was a huge, almost borderline hysteria on the Una and the Lion, for example. People spending, I'm not joking, £6,000 on a 2 ounce silver coin. It's just ridiculous. And At the time when it was all happening, it was one of those things where I was looking on it going, gosh, I wish I'd got that coin. I could have £6,000 in my bank account. Wow, what a result for people. But there were people even then that were still buying because they had the thoughts, hey, that's a good reason that you grade coins so you don't drop them everywhere and damage them. But people were buying these coins thinking that even at £6,000 a coin, they could still make money on them. And the coin flippers were out in force on all of these releases and from the raw mint, and it brought in this massive growth of hysteria. Now, I'm not one for conspiracy theories. I think a lot of my long-term viewers will know this, but when you get to sort of hysteria and social media, influencers, hype, it's really difficult to control, and something like that can easily get out of control. It was a prime example of the Dutch tulip markets once again, where we just saw these coins kept on changing hands for more and more cash, and eventually, and sadly, someone at the top is left holding a very expensive piece of gold or silver that will just not really ever get to that price point again, in my opinion. We're in a different world now, I feel, to that sort of Una and the Lion period where things have gone through the roof in terms of hysteria. I don't think we're going to get to those levels again, but there are definitely arguments to be had for coins like these that are special, limited, very, very well made, and if you get the perfect examples, then great. I do think that these will come good in the end. Now, what I've always said from my perspective as a coin collector is if you are going to get coins like this, proof coins, look around for good prices, yes, but also don't be too worried if your investments seem to go down. I'm holding a load of proof coins right now, and I view them as a bit of a pension income, sort of pension hobby almost. When I get to that pensionable age, I don't have any intention of selling coins like these for a very long time. I've got my set of PF70s here, I've got my set of PF69s here. Those are really fun for me, and I can just enjoy them at my leisure. When I get to pension age though, I will start looking to release a lot of these coins. And you've got to imagine that I don't want to give my age away exactly, but in the many decades before I retire, there will be changes in the marketplace. And when we get to that point, these coins, I think, will garner quite a lot of following. And it will be interesting to see where things are. And of course, in that many years' time, that many decades' time, the price of gold and silver will hopefully be at the moon, won't it? That's what we hear from a lot of other channels. And therefore, a lot of the coins that we have will be a lot more valuable. Now, my last finishing thought here, which brings us back full circle to the kind of cost of living question and inflation. I do have one or two small concerns. So silver proofs, great. I don't have any problems with these at all. I think they're great. However, gold proofs right now, that's something that I feel is less desirable for me in terms of going forwards into my collecting sphere. I did, up until recently, feel that these were great options. They're just stunning. They have the lowest, some of the lowest vintages, some of the bigger ones have even lower. But they really are stupendously good to look at and see. However, at RRPs now of nearly £2,900 a coin, it's starting to get too expensive to buy. So even high value collectors like myself, putting those savings, unlocking investments to put into these coins, are questioning those RRPs because we can get them cheaper elsewhere. And also the resellability of them. Is somebody else out there going to be able to afford these coins? 3-4 years ago, when you could buy a 1 ounce gold proof from the raw mint for £2,000, I think it was around 2,000 most of the time. Right now, that seems fine to me. If they were releasing those coins at that price level, I'd be a buyer all the time. But at 2,700, 2,800, 2,900 sometimes, ooh, that's really getting me thinking about these 1 ounce golds being not great. Even though at the 1/4 ounce gold range, we are seeing, expensive premiums still, and it's difficult to see how a lot of these coins will be profitable going forwards. But I have faith. I have the ability, the fortunate ability, to sit tight on a lot of these investments and see how they grow, see how the market evolves over time. I'm not worried, and if you are sitting on these types of coins, then you shouldn't be too worried either. I've always said throughout my tenure here on YouTube making videos that one of the most important things to consider when buying anything, whether it's a 1 ounce silver coin up to a 1 ounce gold proof coin, can you afford to lose the money on this coin? And if you are not happy with a loss, are you happy to sit on it and hold it and wait and see? You know, some of these gold coins, I mean, these two are example maybe of a bad example because they will hold value, I think, quite well. They do tend to do quite well, these griffins and the completers. But for example, if you've paid 2,000, I think this one was 2,200, something like that, 2,300 when it was released. You know, right now, could I get that out for it? Maybe for a PF70, but pretty difficult, I think. Can I hold this coin for a long time and wait for spot price to get to £2,000 an ounce? And then a proof coin in this version would be like 3 grand. Yeah, I can afford to hold. I can afford to wait. Putting something in that long-term stack is not a problem for me, and it shouldn't be a problem for anybody who buys these types of coins, because gone are the days of flipping, of quick profit making on these coins. And like it or hate it, like this modern world of quick turnarounds, you sometimes just have to play that long game. And building a collection is a great way of playing that long game. So that's turned into quite a tangential 15-16 minute ramble, hasn't it? Well, thank you very much for listening. If you have all the way to this point in the video, it would be great to hear from you down in the comment section, especially from my backyard bullion ramblers who are in, of course, the Super Cool Kids Special Club for watching and listening. And do you know what? I've just realised something that I should have done right at the start of the video. I should have put this gold coin here. I wonder just how many of my backyard bullion ramblers will have been OCD shouting at me, going, put the gold in the middle, for God's sake. Let me hear if you are in that camp. I know I would be shouting at the screen if I was watching. Anyway, look, tangential rambles aside, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.